as the car just wants to torque itself and head left. We are set. Ames trying to improve on his 545. Steins is trying to do better than 546. That was what folks, just a quick announcement. If you see an area labeled as foot traffic only, we really, truly do mean foot traffic only. Do not take your little scooter in there, your little mini bike, your bicycle. Foot traffic only means feet. They'll come in as well, but folks, don't take your golf cart in there, don't take your scooter, don't take your leads. Boy and roll. 13 flat, 107 miles an hour. Left place up for Doug Garrity at 116 as we are in Ames Performance Street. David Long. $11.67, 116 for Emily, 1388, 96. Sure David surprised more than one person on the road. Andrew Taylor of Kirkland, Washington. 1989 Firebird. Came a long way to come race with us this weekend. Semi-Le Sport. The home base. From Delta, Ohio on the 88 train now. Get there second. Neely was 12:45, 108, 14:26 at 95 for Tom Orlando. Today, meanwhile, we were towards 1975 for the Louisiana native, 97. Tom Russo, Chicago, the home base for his 67 GTO, 71 Pontiac T37 of Kimberly Kasparian. Lowell, Indiana, here on the Ohio Cat side. And 11:54, 116 for Russo, 12:60, 112. We'll take odd Performance Street odd. That is what we call all of Street. Means you do the rear staging on the Ohio Cat side at this time, please. Ames Performance Street, odd number. And this is called Hey folks, we have a black Chevy crew cab. It's on the Summit, the Ohio Cat side of the racetrack, down by the ET shack. It's a black Chevy crew cab. Indiana plate. DEI 649. Charlie Gary Studio 649. You are blocking a racer. We're about 10 minutes away from getting a record to move that vehicle because it is in the way of a racer. It's a black Chevy crew cab. That needs to be moved immediately. You're blocking a racer's pit. David Baker, 10:41, 128. Out that side, goes through 1730 at 76 miles an hour. Dean Dory out of Antwerp, Ohio, 68 G. From Crowning, our 1A Auto, Chief of the Pontiacs from 2023. It's going to be between Ron Basin and Edmund Ellison. They were never happened before. We got rid of them. And it started to rain and we just could not do it at that point. We were literally seconds from determining who that was going to be winner is going to get. And plus a custom leather jacket. So neat stuff, man. And it's going to be a runoff between two of the baddest Ohio racers on the planet. Both of them. Over 1276, 110 miles an hour, 1732. Once again, we'll have the 2023 Chief of the Pontiacs runoff. If you want to come up here and see the 2023 Chiefs again, we've never had this before. Always been able to complete it, but Mother Nature just wouldn't let us do it. Literally had them ready to go out on the racetrack. Route 4 is 1236, 109 miles an hour, 1394 from Mason. Right around 15 minutes away. Again, I saw this morning on their time trials, Edmund Ellison. Well, they're both right. Again, those guys, they know each other. They've raced against each other. Very familiar. Edmund from around the Houston area. Traveling races and one that's all over the place. And various races over the years. Ron Basin, Columbus-based ride. Again, another guy that we will have that runoff later. Brad Garlow, full back side-by-side race, but that's all Garlow at the finish line, 12:07.109. That side is about 3/10 slower on the 60-foot, but it's actually making up difference as we got down to the quarter mile. Joseph Herring. Here we go, 1384 96 miles an hour, 426 Super Chris Hutch. Jeff Donatello, Woodstock, Georgia, up in Steve Adams. And at this time, Ron Basin, Edmund Ellison. We need you to the rear station to go see Tyler. Ron Basin, Edmund Ellison. Take yourselves and your vehicles to rear station staging. Please go see our rear staging official, Tyler Elkin. Folks, again, at 12 noon, when they're 11:47. We will have that as we have calls in the staging lane, 10 Ames Performance Street, man, there's a lot of them. I want to thank everybody that made their way out here for the 33 annual Ames Performance Pontiac Nationals, biggest Pontiac race show slot meet on the planet. This is how we do it, kids. And we appreciate everything that you guys have done to come out here and be with us this week. We could not have it, we could not have asked for so again, we do need Ron Basin and Edmund Ellison to the rear staging. Go to see our rear staging official, Tyler Elkin. He is back there waiting for you. Long. 1456, 96 miles an hour. Nice reaction. Performance engineering has over 50 years of automotive innovation. In performance engineering, you're ready for better performance and more horsepower? Go to LanesHope.com. Check out the global package. Again, we do need Edmund Ellison. Ron Jason leads you to the rear stage. On the starting line now. For yourself, your vehicle, go see Tyler and go visit Edmund. Ron Bateman leads you to the rear of staging this time for your 2023. First, you might want to make your way up. We are just a couple of minutes away. Seconds away from crowning, but still awesome. Here comes your final round of 2023 of the what would have been the 32nd annual Ames Performance Pontiac Nationals. This is your chief of the Pontiac, and it's going to be in that black Grand Prix. That is Ron Basin. $10-13, folks. He's using the delay box. He's a golf ball racer. He is up against going off the bottom ball and having the cross tuck turned off. That is Edmund Ellison out of Dayton, Ohio. Down to 962. That is a really clean stop-looking ride. That is very, very deceptively fast. Both racers in. About 5, ready to play at the finish line.
Yeah, like 5 minutes and 88. And when he's racing in our regular Battle Rock Super Series, he's the oldest guy on the track, and I'm sure he is today as well.
Well, here's the guy that was the runner-up yesterday in our M&K Sport Coach Gambler's race. That's Billy Groove in third. The four-door Tempest out of Delaware.
Exactly, 1027 for big vehicle, 127 miles an hour, open fire reactor.
Started on 10-11-75. That car has been right around that number the whole weekend already, so good run and drive. Now Howard Tennessee out of Independence, Missouri, flying room 70 road.
Marcello Codoroni from Fairport, New York.
Marcello, car took a little while to get the second gear, and I'm worried he had an issue down there. Said, let's save it.
And last but not least,
Yep, Corey Nye. look with the truck. He has the radiator.
On the scoreboard, if you look up there, there's not an index, the reaction time will be up there. It goes 10:04. 100 from Exeter, Rhode Island, Jeff Reyna in the 64 gold GTO.
And they are out there sorting out the curve, sorting them down, thinking through Illinois. Indian Performance Street, even 10-day Performance Street, even will take employees, 10-day Performance Street, there's a lot of yes, Performance. Purdue was moving up pretty good till about the 3:30. The car decided Winston saw something shiny and wanted to go see it. Got out to about 600 feet and 740, and he shut off 740 at 118. You're going to get two names you can have, Joe Fabitz or Courtesy Flush. We're going to go with
This is number 2 and 3. Number 2, well, yes.
And meanwhile, 586 at 120, nice clean flat pass in the Summit lane and long. Yeah, we'll take the rest of Indian Performance Street odd. Indian Performance Street odd. Dalton, have you ever taken the Holy Goat down the drag strip?
I have. It ran a blistering 16 flat.
I hate to tell you this.
That's what the dogmobile runs, 16.9, 85 miles an hour.
It's faster than anything I own, Dalton. That's what I hate to say. I've got 6 cars in the driveway and none of them are that fast.
At the 8th, 186 miles an hour at the quarter, 760. Oh my, oh my.
Chuck Stefanski, that's a pretty slick ride. So, folks, we are getting ready. This will be our last of our time trials, I believe, and then we will go into eliminations very shortly. But again, want to thank Dalton and Jess from Pole Bar Garage for being up here with us and hanging out. Hang out as long as you'd like. Again, glad you got to finally come to Norwalk and see what I call home, to be honest with you.
So here we go, 10 Indian Performance Street. So David Long, Ohio Catside goes 1390.96 miles an hour. Your next pair, John Hill, Summit side. So John Hill, all 6 reaction time is going to run at 11:46, 117 miles an hour. Emily Wilson, Ohio Catside from Holly, PA, in the 70 Creamsicle GTO, and Doug Garrity, Summit side of the track, the 79 Trans Am from Tinley Park, Illinois. Emily goes there at 11:61. They were door to door right down the track. And your next two, Sierra Shisheli from Kalamazoo, Michigan, in the 02 GTO. And Marcus. Ohio Catside from Centerland, Michigan, in the 72 Ventura. 67 reaction time. Ohio Catside, he's moving right down the track, 129 miles an hour, 10:39 for David. Ohio Catside. Your next pair, Jason Maley, Summit side of the track from Delmas, Ohio, the 88. And Brent Garlow, Ohio Catside, Schoolcraft, Michigan, in the 70 Orange. And Jason Manley with the better reaction time, but it looks like Brent Garlow is going to get there first, and he does. 12:05. Tim Russo, Chicago, Illinois, Summit side in the 67 GTO, and Austin Porter, Ohio Catside from Marion, Ohio, in the 84 Jimmy. And Tim Russo gives an 0.38 reaction time and runs 11:80, 113 miles an hour. City Indian Performance Street, we need you in the staging lane. Mason Allen, Summit side, Bloomington, Michigan, in the 04 GTP. And Mitch Kunin, Ohio Catside from Erie, Pennsylvania, in the 70 Le Mans Sport. Shauna Culbreth, Ohio Catside from Elyria, Ohio, the 99 Grand Prix pace car. You gotta love it. Lucas Wanamacher. Another just left him in the mirror. And Lucas Wanamacher there first, 12:91, 104 miles an hour outside from Cuyahoga Falls in the 70 Grand Prix. Guy's favorite Pontiac, your announcer's favorite Pontiac, on the Ohio Catside. George from Loveland, Louisiana. That beautiful 64 GTO sitting in the Ohio Cat lane. And Sarah Herman in the Summit lane from Fort Wayne in the 09 G8. And that G8 left a real nice burnout. I was kind of surprised by that. So very impressive, Sarah. Going 55, it is idling. It's idling.
13:11 for Dean Doherty, 103 miles an hour in his 68 GTO, the 72 Le Mans of Brian Kitch.
And Dean Doherty, Ohio Cat side from Antwerp, Ohio. Oh,
no, that's...
Oopsies, that was last.
Do you like yellow?
I just got a text from George Conrad up in the GeoCorp suite, and he answered me.
Too late, George.
What? No, I'm going to give him the gift certificate, but he has to get his butt out of the suite and over here to race control to get that certificate.
To make the man work. Jerry Price. Thanks again. Dalton Jess, good to meet you on YouTube.
Scott Van Horn, Ohio Cat side from Loveland, Colorado on the 68 GTO. It's got a little tail sticking out, but both of them have tails.
Going to call to the staging lanes. This is a round one elimination call for Pro Eliminator. That is even numbered Pontiac Speed Shop Pro. This is a round one elimination call. So again, we need even numbered PontiacSpeedShop.com Pro, even number, PontiacSpeedShop.com Pro.
And we are into Indian Performance Street right now. Butler Performance is offering free shipping on any parts purchased at the show that we don't have available to pick up at our booth. Ask about more show specials that we have. And the Pontiac Girl Apparel is back. Come and see the new and updated Pontiac Girl Apparel Performance.
Again, the call is out for even numbered PontiacSpeedShop.com Pro. Sunday,
First, 1191, 104th. I think you're doing darn good.
There are some tracks.
My opinion.
There are some tracks on testing tonight. If you have a streetcar that goes 100 mile an hour, you're in the 100 mile an hour club. You get a sticker. We have stickers My car went to 118.99 Firebird.
And from Findlay, Ohio, outside Rick Watson in the 69 orange. Now that is orange GTO. The Judge.
Yep, just the
Judge Pinstripes. Always love that reaction time, but you see watching out in front of him.
113 miles. Ontario, and we have no name on the Summit side.
Yep, refuses. Maybe that was the name. They didn't put the name on.
I get it. In our computer, it said no name.
If you're listening to me in the Summit lane in your 75 Firebird, go to guest services and have them call up there and give us your name. If you know that person, they could be. Let's your Joe Cookies, because we've already used courtesies once today.
Got a 004 reaction time.
Whoever that is knows what they're doing. 13:53, 99.
It was right on the cusp.
Dean Sefke out of Greattown, Ohio, 2005 GTO.
And Darby Metz, Ohio, Gensheimer back. Pontiacs, Ohio. Look at their door-to-door. I mean, right down the track. Boom, boom on our screen.
And Dean Skeptic, 1236, 107 miles an hour. That was a 9,000th of a second difference at the finish line. Michael Krumel, Ohio Cat side in the 66 Le Mans, and Jim Parnico on the Summit side from Mansfield, Pennsylvania, in 73 Ventura. Oh boy, Michael took a little left turn there, but got her straightened out. You could hear the skinny tire burnout right at the line. And Jim Parnick going to get there first 11th.
PontiacSpeedShop.com, even numbered pro. PontiacSpeedShop.com, even numbered pro. Should be in the lanes or headed that way.
So, my buddy George up in his suite at Geocon just texted me back, and I'm talking about how all these eligible women are for Hunter, but he told me he's looking for a woman too. So, I tell George, hey, I want to be your girlfriend. I'm probably going to get my face punched in. And on the Summit side, we do not have and we're going to do some track prep. And when we're done with 85 years of growing, Ohio Cat has your back. And here we go, our first pair in first round eliminations in Pit Indian Performance, PontiacSpeedShop.com. And our first pair, Greg Weigart, Summit side, Todd Hunt, Ohio Cat side. Todd Hunt from Let's see at the end of the track who's going to win. And the win light comes on for Todd Hunt. Goes to the second.
My goodness, wow. First pair of the round. Trips, very nicely done.
Haven't seen many trips yet. And look who we have. Bob Spishak, Summit side of the track from Collins, Ohio.
Yep, he's in the Pokey Racing ride. And it's going to be Porter getting the win minus the trip zip on the previous one, didn't it?
Yeah. Paul Baird, Ohio Cat side from Janesville, Maryland, the 72 Firebird Ohio Cat side.
That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to tell you something. These guys are ready to race and to win. 008 reaction time.
They both were holding a little bit and both decided to go all the way. Now we got Arnie Brewer from Scottsdale, Pennsylvania. You'll love this. Warrior, 63 Le Mans altered wheelbase.
And from
Gets down to the finish line and it's going to be
Jim McDonald, Ohio Cat side from Chicopee, Massachusetts in the 67 Le Mans.
Yep, he's got 1092, gets the 1310 of Randy Peer in the 63 Le Mans out of Richland, the Hillbilly Justice. Part of Kennedy Performance. front. Can't do it, can't run that number.
Mansfield, Ohio, the 67 GTO.
They're coming against Jeff Reynolds, 70 Le Mans, the ride over here on the Summit side out of Colmar, Pennsylvania, 1037, doing the chasing. Yep, Joel Larkin.
That's a racer right there. Ronnie Geach, Troy, Illinois. Ohio Catside.
He's up against Sherry McLean's 84 Pontiac Trans Am out of Kingsville, Ontario, Canada. Dow 12/14. So another one of our Canadians coming down the race with us.
It does look that way, and it is.
A little late, a little early, and still behind.
Yes. Ray Gloss, Erie, Pennsylvania, the Tempest in the Ohio Catway.
I love the color on that right there. That's a
Yeah,
pretty good
that's
looking
killer.
machine. Up against Mark Billings, 70 Firebird. That's going right to the old cylindrical waste receptacle.
And Ray Gloss
Was raced at as John Reynolds in the Tired Indian down in 1036.
Mike Bellick, Ohio Catside, the 74 Pontiac Ventura from Manuel, Ohio. But the win goes to Mike Bellick there. Alexa Chavana, Summit side of the track from Erie, Pennsylvania, 67 Le Mans, and Ray Clem Jr., Ohio Catside from Parma Heights, Ohio, dialed in at 10:99. Will get the win, goes those
Daryl Parhorst out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, 1974 GTO.
and Dean Smith, Kokomo, Indiana, on the Ohio Catside down then at 10:15 in Le Mans. Then the Le Mans with the GTO front end. Look at that.
Slightly modified. Body being special. There's your true start win because they were both matter of inches somewhere. Garrett Frederick down out of Bellevue, Ohio, 79 Grand Prix.
And from, I can't say this, Social Circle, Georgia, Mike Davis in the 66 GTS.
Mike Davis is doing that just to torture us.
It has to be. But Mike Davis gets the win, goes 10:22, 129 miles an hour, and I am not going to say his city again.
Yeah, you will, because he's going to the next
Social
round.
Circle, I tried, I did it.
Yeah, sometimes you got to slow down.
Jim May, Charlton, Massachusetts, in the red 64 GTO.
Up against Richard Root from Sewickley, Pennsylvania, down in a 998. That's a very careful ride.
It's a Yin's ride.
Got to play the finish line game right, he does. Oh, the bright idea, Bob Bright from Chesterfield, Michigan, 66 GTO.
And the Black Firebird from Langhorne, PA, Joe Laster, Ohio Catside of the track. I really like the color on the bright idea.
For Bright, he'll have to go down and he can get elbow deep in the cooler, or maybe just go out and hang out and go check out the rest of the show here. Comes Skip Powelson out of Canton, Michigan, his 66 Le Mans with the checkered flag action going on.
And the reason too quick.
Now Scott Balda, the Reynolds, Indiana base 68 GTO, getting ready to rock it on the Summit side of the racetrack.
Then on the Ohio Cat side from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Andrew Hill. Because Andrew Hill on the Ohio Cat side went red.
2 weeks early for a birthday party, but he still got the win.
And Larry Strozier, Ohio Cat side from Curtis, Ohio in the 92 Sonoma.
Yep, Strozier getting ready to go up against Sean Rupp. The name on Strozier's truck, Tenacious.
He is tenacious, isn't he?
Again, multi-time champion here at Summit Motorsports Park. Always in some of the nicest stuff around. Too soon.
From Chagrin Falls on the Ohio Cat side, the 75 Silver Ventura.
That Brandon Triplett out of Columbus, Ohio, the 89 Pontiac. It says Fire Bride.
I think it's a Firebird.
Firebird. I kind of like Fire Bride though.
I thought
punch and gets the win. So again, odd number, PontiacSpeedShop.com Pro. Let's take them to the lanes, folks.
From Pasadena, Maryland, John Gunter, Ohio Cat side in the black 65 GTO.
That's a menacing ride right there.
It is menacing.
Craig Speed out of Hillsdale, Michigan, the 81 Firebird.
Severn, Maryland, Ohio Cat side, the 65 GTO.
It's Brad Brennan-Law from East Haven, Connecticut, the 68 Firebird. It's kind of funny, we got I can't really go through the complicated things the way my family works, but let's just say Jerry and I are kind of related. My brother from another mother and father, Jerry Lynn, and his mom Carol up here, they come every year. We got Richard Quintero out of Idaville, Indiana. 68 Le Mans out 10:08.
And Chip Kramer dialed in at 10:54 from Massillon, Ohio in the 74 GTO, sitting in the Ohio Cat lane. Something happened to Chip, and Richard Quintero is going to move on to round two. When we're in eliminations, you're going to see the dial-in at the bottom and not the reaction time anymore. This will be a dial. Our next pair is John Drury, Ohio Cat side, Baltimore, Maryland, in the 72 Pontiac, dialed in at 10:55, and you can see it on the scoreboard.
Yep, he's going to be getting chased by Billy McClory Jr. out of Crab Orchard, West Virginia, and the 70 GTO dialed 893.
Love that name, Billy McClory.
Crab Orchard, West Virginia, again, interesting.
That's one of the longest names I've ever seen in my life. Wow, look at that at the end of the track. Oh.
Sure.
From Port Clinton, Ohio, it's John Banchik, Ohio Cat side in the 67 GTO.
Banchik going to be getting chased by Wayne Chicanek. Chicanek out of East Troy, Wisconsin. 1964 GTO.
The battle of two beautiful GTOs.
That early first generation to the later first generation. After 67, they changed over to new.
He is, and he does, goes 10:70.
Next pair up, David Dillon out of Unionville, Michigan, 69 Goat, dialed 981.
From Auburn, Indiana, Ohio Cat side, Ken Ferber in the white 74 GTO. So what determines GTO?
Sure, it should have been more high performance. It could have been stickers.
Steve Adams, Ohio Catside from Jamestown, Ohio, down in a 965 in that gorgeous 70 GTO.
Up against Chris Lewis. Love that hot rod over there. Out of Bennett, Colorado. Down in 1120.
Again, we have called all of PontiacSpeedShop.com Pro to the safety lane.
No, and the wind. Look at that 9.
It didn't look like that from here, did it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Waters, Summit Park, Illinois, 62 Tempest. Folks, I believe this is a turbocharged ride. This is a quick ride on the Summit side.
And Dave Jones, Ohio Catside, Louisville, Ohio, dialed in at 1011 in the 71 Blue GTO.
Summit side of the racetrack in Waters, 821 on the 8 pit late, believe in the starting line.
Well, he had his dial just right, didn't he?
Absolutely. Tough to work on.
Green Lake, Pennsylvania, Jack Clemens, Ohio Catside in the 70 GTO.
Yep, he's going to get chased by Bill Giannacarios. Giannacarios from Brookhaven, Pennsylvania, the 68 GTO, down 970. Looks like he did the job, and he did. Over again tomorrow morning. And it's Keith Weiner from Strongsville, Ohio, 67 Tempest, moving up on the Summit side.
And from Pandora, Ohio.
Brian Herron now from Adrian, Michigan. Go Adrian! Down in a 76. Go with the 76 down to 1086.
And Joe Hedrick, Ohio Catside from Loudonville, Ohio, dialed in at 1111 in the 73. Ohio Catside from Malaya, Ohio, dialed in at 1036 in the Creamsicle 70 GTO.
Yep, he should be adopted by the Canadians. He's up against Courtney Martin from Cellular, Pennsylvania. Hockey. Canadian.
I don't get it.
Hockey, Canadian. It's a dumb joke, to be honest with you. We might get rid of Courtney Martin.
There you go. West Milton, Ohio Catside is Vince Lasher, dialed in at 1029, the 72.
Lamont almost ahead of something, the 71 TD37 of Bill Meyer. St. Paul, mid.
Wow, 300ths of a second difference between them.
So it'll look almost heads up, give you kind of an idea of who's where at the starting line pretty quickly. Vince Lasher going a bunch of rounds this hot rod yesterday. Folks, remember later on we will have the Tin Indian Performance Wheelie Contest scheduled to come up later on.
I can't wait for that.
$300 to win plus a trophy.
That'll be fun to watch.
You get to show off the bottom of your car to everybody.
Door to door right down the track.
And unfortunately, Bill Meyer could not get close to his dial-in and bows out. Now you got Andrew Colling from Monson, Massachusetts. A pair of white cars up there. He's got the 67 Firebird on the Summit side.
And Dan Wilhelm from Pandora, Ohio Catside, down there at 1094.
Well, again, he broke out by 6 down to still be behind by 2 down. One he has.
8/10,000ths of a second win. That's a photo finish, people.
There's a Lee Meyer out of Rogers, Minnesota, the 68 Firebird, 10:31 now. Looks like he did. Yep, he was big advantage on the Summit side.
From Hatfield, PA, Paul Spots, Ohio Catside down in at 10:27 in the Trans Am.
Yep, he's got an ever so slight head start against David Elstress from Kittanning, Pennsylvania, down in a 10:20. Another ET-wise.
Scoreboard and all green. On the Summit side, Tom Fredericks from Wheeling, West Virginia, dialed in at 11:51 in the 83 Firebird. Car number 1717, Ohio Catside, dialed in at 10:30. So let's see how this battle is going to play out. PontiacSpeedShop.com Pro. First round elimination. So you're going to see the white Lincoln, the win already there. Jeff Cargill, on the Summit side of the racetrack from Brunswick, Ohio, dialed in at 11:88 in the 68 GTO, and Jeff Mason, Ohio Catside, dialed in at 10:10 for Wilson. Then Jeff Crawl broke out by a bunch. And our next pair, Nick Giannakarios, Brookhaven, PA, Ohio Catside, down then at 9:58, the 87. Well, that looks like a Monte Carlo. And Edward Summit side, down then at 10:73 from Newton Falls in the 74 GTO. Based on reaction time, Nick should get the win, and he does. Giannakarios moving on. Fred Van Newell, Ohio Catside from North Canton, Ohio, dialed in at 11:50 in the 71 Ventura. And Dave O'Rourke, Summit side of the track from Clarksville, Maryland, dialed in at 10:45 in the 69 Firebird. And he does not. He goes 11th a second. And we have the Indian Uprising, Ohio Catside, Russ White in the 68 GTO, dialed in at 9:32, and Joe Lasher, Summit side of the track from Decatur, Illinois, dialed in at 10:02 in the green 68 Firebird. So GTO versus Firebird. Here at Summit Motorsport. Of a second photo finish there for Joe Lasher, Summit side of the track. Matt Cruz, Summit side, Scottsdale, Pennsylvania in the 62 Tempest. Russ Fluck, Ohio Catside from Berea, Ohio, 991 down the 65 GTO, named the Indian Summer.
Hey, we need the driver car number 1430 to your vehicle, please. The driver car 1430.
He goes 990. 97.41 on a 9:35 now, but has a 1:31 reaction time. Just a little too slow at the tree to get the win. Dave Laudenschlager, Summit side, Walton, Indiana, dialed in at 10 flat in the 84 Grand Prix, and Brad Brannendorfer, Ohio. And the win goes to Tree.
There we go with Don Kovacs out of Oberlin, Ohio. The 98 Firebird. It says 1060 is what he's guessing at.
And guess what? It's 1060 on the Ohio Cat side for Tom Kurek, Breckville, Ohio, in the 56 Chieftain. So these guys are heads up right now. And Don Kovacs in Michigan down at 10:39 the 70 GTO, and Dwayne Jennings in his patriotic themed 88 Firebird from Litchfield, Ohio is dialed in at 10:45. They're pretty close in dial there. He did it. He was there by 0.8 of a second sooner than Steve Lemieux, but no, he broke out by a bunch. Keith Kirk, Ohio Cat side, Waterford, New York, down in at 10:67 in the 63 Le Mans, and Jason Fleener, Summit side of the track, a regular here at Summit Motorsport Park from Port Clinton in the 81 Firebird.
Fleener again, part of a very large racing family. They solid change. You see the brake lights for Fleener. You see the win
there from Lamont Furnace, Pennsylvania, Ohio Cat side. Rick Garden in the 69 GTO Judge. That's a beauty. And John Gorman, Summit side, North Lake, Illinois, down in at 9:45 in the 71 Le Mans Sport.
That's what I had. I had a 71 Le Mans Sport. .964, over 2/10 at the finish line. He took 3 greyhounds. He needed to take 2.5 greyhounds.
Jim Clements, Ohio Cat side from Telford, Pennsylvania, dialed in at 10:10 in the yellow 67 Firebird.
Wade Gandy out of Moseley, Virginia, 1966 Le Mans, 10:58, leading first, Summit side. Clemens.
Jake Pataglia, Ohio Cat side from Du Bois, Pennsylvania, down in at 10:33. And the Miami Grand Prix.
Michael Truber, the 65 GTO, Hoffman's Estates, Illinois.
Advantage at the tree and goes 11:45 with a 5 and 11 play on the Ohio Cat side. Ken Burmeister down in at 12:59 in the beautiful P38 coupe. Is he gonna fly? Look at him. He gets the win, 10:62.
Next pair, got Jason Cruz, Bucyrus, Ohio, the 33 Plymouth Coupe with the Pontiac motor with a blower on top of it, dialed 906.
You gotta love that car. Austin Allen, Ohio Catside, Otsego, Michigan, 1177 dial, the 83 Pontiac. Is that a cow
That
theme?
would be a
Is
Lamau.
that a cow?
Yeah,
That's a cow theme?
Yeah, I don't want to milk that joke.
Chick-fil-A car.
I just don't want to milk.
You don't want to milk the joke? Ha ha ha, you're so funny.
And it is one of the
Jason breaks out. Oh my, oh my.
I feel for them because I've watched that car. It's been up on the jack stands quite a bit this weekend.
I do believe Jason may have seen the red light. What do you think?
Oh yeah,
You
once
saw it?
you can see the red light, you know
He
that-
just went like a bat out of Hades. Bruce Childress, Ohio Catside from Newcomerstown.
door handle the whole way down, and it's going to be 89 and only 115 getting the W. Corky Heisler now for Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, another 74 GTO. I didn't realize how many of them there were until this weekend.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. Rich Schaffner, Ohio Catside, Athens, Illinois, dialed in at 954.
So another almost heads-up lead.
Yep.
Finish line, it's going to be a breakout high. Come on, 956 on the 54, 006 light, great drag race there.
That was a real good one.
Here comes Troy Franz from Commerce, Michigan, the 65 Le Mans.
And that beautiful Firebird, I'm going to say 67 Firebird in the Ohio Catline.
I ain't going to lie to you, that's probably my favorite. He's out front, and he knows what he's doing. 1170 as his opposition.
Kaczynski, Ohio Catside from maybe Michigan, maybe not. 10-10 dial, 81 Grand Prix.
Yep, chasing after Tracy Sansom out of Van Buren, Ohio. 1992 here at Firebird.
It was awesome for a minute, wasn't it? Tracy Sampson. 008 reaction time. Doesn't quite run the number, but doesn't have to. 89 and the 70 Firebird and Larry Schmucker. You're not going to say it? No jelly jokes around. Sturgis, Michigan dialed in at
I was going to, but my mind was a little jammed up at the time.
Before detail. I was expecting a Sturgis joke on it.
Racetrack out at 9:49.
And from Delphus, Ohio, Dan Freiberger, Ohio Catside in the 69 White Firebird. You gotta love the Plum Indian. Yeah.
Wow. Here comes the Jerry Ellis out of Cleveland, Ohio. 79 Firebird with a 12-25 dial.
And Robin Spieth, Ohio Catside from Allen, Michigan, dialed in at 1163 in the 66 GTO.
Through the grid by a lot. Yeah. Now then, yeah, I know. 11:15 down for Bruce Danks into Catalina.
And I guess there's a 455 in the car in the Ohio Catline because his number is 455 HO. Something broke on
hear the revs go.
And Robert McVeigh, Ohio Cat side from Mount Vernon, Ohio, down in at 13:05 in that beautifully.
If you have not been down for your pro, we are pretty much done, folks. Round 1 pro, down to the last few cars. Got some Editor's Awards, Editor's Choice Awards coming up. We have a qualifier for Pro 16. Here comes your runner-up, 2023 Chief of the Pontiacs, 1A Auto Chief of the Pontiacs. That is Edmund Ellison.
That is one bad-looking ride right there.
Yep. And you look at it, you don't think 9. Well, he's about 10:25.
So John Augie on his that Tempest is just flying. Look at that.
Edmund, folks, I got to tell you right now, Edmund was down there playing. That's all I'm going to say.
He had to be.
I mean, that's a mid-9-second car that he was dialed in the 1030s with, so.
Yeah, Jeff Sotak, Ohio Cat side, Breaker Company. Yeah, I remember Jeff's car from last year. It went lots of, a victory was a half a second. Wow.
And your byrun, Paul Sunday. Hubbard, Ohio will be moving on to round number 2. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with our Nostalgia Superstockers. Folks, if you're on property, if you love track racing, if you love fast Pontiacs, if you're a YouTuber trying to get content, ladies and gentlemen, I would make your way up to the starting line area, up to the grandstands. Come on up by the media center. There's some really good stands by the starting line there, and get a look at what we got here.
And number 8 in qualifying, Tom Cartwright, Ohio Cat side, Indianapolis, Indiana, the Polaris Missile.
Up against Tom Colwell, 63 Chevy Bel Air, called the Faded Memories. Love this hot rod. Love the names on both of them. Just kind of neat. These guys have been pairing up all day.
Chris Hooter, Ohio Cat side from Wyoda, Iowa, 63 Le Mans.
That Robert race from Millington, Michigan, the 1958 Mustang. Man, that is a $9.99 with a 6.
Ohio Cat side, Jacksonville, Florida, the 62 Le Mans qualified car.
And he goes $9.97.
The 69 Ford Mustang from Pennsylvania, Michigan.
Coming up, and these guys are very evenly matched DT-wise. Gordy Long and the Long Gone 67 Chevy 409 powered. This should be a pretty good side-by-side race, guys.
And Todd qualified number 1 and John number 2 in the open body. I believe they're the only 2, right?
Absolutely. Makes you want to build the Pontiac power direction.
No, it doesn't.
I'd probably put an inline 6 on it.
No, thank you.
Now we go to the full-bodied side of things. You're looking at, this is a pretty neat ride here. Nick Wiegand, 77 Trans Am, turbocharged ride, up against Matt Crease. The 13th on the door car side.
Mike Silver, Ohio Catholic from Galveston, Indiana, the 74 GCO currently
Well,
Bobby Hoffner, Ohio Catside from Warren, Pennsylvania, the 67 GTO, currently number 7. Still sitting 6.
well, here's a guy I know was not out here earlier. That is Jortson Nicky, South Rockwood, Michigan, his 74 GTO.
And Troy Watring, Ohio Catside from Painesville, Ohio, the 65 GTO, currently sitting number 7, ran 881, 144 miles an hour.
Up, I believe, to number 2.
He did.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Comes Doug Croft, currently number 5. Wabash, Indiana, 831 dialing.
And Martin Butner, who was at one point number 1, got moved down to number 2. Bloomington, Minnesota in the 06 GTO. Tyler Schneck knocked him out.
By a lot.
Yeah, by a lot.
A little bit slower than his first hit.
But the number 1 qualifier, Tyler Schneck, 197 miles an hour, 688, over a second quicker.
So here comes Clay Phillips, Battlefield, Missouri. He's currently number 10 on the door car side with an 897.
Still in qualifying. So he ran a 908 his last one.
So here we go, folks. Again, we need allpontiac.com Super Pro, allpontiac.com Super Pro to the lanes. Here comes Simon. Richard Lyles getting the win. Seigen won after it.
Hard guy. Oh my gosh, Seigen. I'm telling you, Seigen